Hello, this is Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the paper Icelandic poppy with cardstock paper. Please like this video below and subscribe to my channel. All the materials will be linked below the video along with this template for your cutting machine like the Cricut, Silhouette, or other cutting machines. Or you could also hand cut these for those that don't have a cutting machine. You only need 2 of the yellow centers cut and 2 of the flowers cut. And I'm using this coral color, but these flowers come in a wide range of colors, so you could get creative with this. I also have a few leaves that I'll be adding to the stem, so you could have that cut with green cardstock paper. First, I'll be starting with the center with green tissue paper. You will need 2 squares about the size of your palm. And ball up the green tissue paper and put that to the side with the other tissue paper square left. Then we need a long strip of yellow tissue paper about 1/2 inch wide and 6 inches long or so. Then twist the strip of tissue paper gently to the other side. It should start looking like a rope, and you want to make sure it doesn't unravel on its own and it doesn't tear while you're twisting them. So just gently mold this into this rope. Next, fold in half and cut, and then fold in half again and cut that. So you could have a total of 4 of these yellow pieces. Then get a floral wire stem ready and glue that onto the tissue ball so that the ball is attached onto the stem, and the leftover square tissue paper will wrap over the green ball and stem. This is like how you would wrap a lollipop. I add glue like a circle around the square tissue paper and wrap over the ball with the stem. The leftover tissue paper that's on the floral wire stem, I just like to tear it off. You could also cut it off with scissors. I like to make sure it's tightly around the ball and molded. The leftover green tissue paper from this square will be used for something after, so save that for later. Then I use white glue that I'll be linking below and glue the yellow piece and add that in the center on top of the green center. The second piece will be perpendicular to the first, and it should look like the letter X or T. If your yellow pieces are much longer than the green tissue paper part, then you will need to cut them shorter. Then the third and fourth yellow pieces will be crisscrossing that. Then with the leftover green tissue paper, or cut another strip of green tissue paper if you didn't save it, glue that with white glue onto the sides and cover the sides of the yellow part. I like to make sure the center has the yellow detail, but also it should be mostly green, so the yellow shape should be covered up towards the top just a little bit. You could look up some images of these flowers to see this center detail that I'm trying to mimic. I'll be covering up all of the bottom right up to the stem, so I'm also adding another strip of green tissue paper towards the bottom. Cover up all the way to the bottom and try to mold closely towards the stem, or cut off the leftover if it does go below the ball. Then we need 2 of these yellow fringe centers. I started with hot glue, but I realized it was too messy, so I ended up using white glue. Glue this to the side of the green center and roll, and once you finish the first piece, glue the second yellow fringe piece on top with the white glue. Then open up your fringes and gently shape the fringes, but curving them away from the center, but slightly curved in. And the center should have all the details we want from these poppies. Next will be the flower petals, and again I like this orange color, but they also come in red, yellow, pink, and so much more. They look great with a bundle of one color or different shades, so get creative with the color. I'll be shaping each petal by adding creases that are not parallel, but the lines are going towards the center at all times. And I use my nails to get these creases to be more obvious. And I also add some creases going the other way, folded out. But the lines of the creases will be always going towards the center, like you'll see a clock with its hands. Do this to all the 3 petals for this flower, and you'll also be doing the same to the second flower that also has another 3 petals. This isn't my favorite part, but the good news is there are only a total of 6 petals to shape, so it should be doable. Go ahead and finish shaping both the flowers. Next, poke holes to the center of both the flowers, and we'll be adding this to the center. Bring up the flower and add glue on the center area, and we are gluing each petal. I like to use hot glue here, but you could also use white glue if you feel more comfortable with that. I want to make sure the petal is glued onto the bottom green ball area and as close to the yellow fringes. Glue each petal at a time, and once you have them glued, I also like to arrange them so the petals are going the right direction. It could go counterclockwise or clockwise as long as they are consistent through both the layers. Then bunch them up so they are going towards the center. Then I go back and gently open it back up so it's shaped accordingly. Then add your second flower and glue this also petal at a time, and I bring back each petal to go in with some glue on each petal as well. Then go back and make sure the petals are going the right direction again and bunch up again and gently pull back each petal. Next will be the leaves that will be going on the side of the stems. I shape each one by slightly curling back the tips on the sides and on top. These leaves have a small stem on the bottom already, and we will be floral taping the bottom of the flower and going down the stem, and about a couple inches below the flower you could add these leaves. These flowers are so much fun to make and come in a variety of colors, so try making them yourself. I usually make these for orders for brides that are gifting it to their bridal party. You can make them in a bouquet or as a single stem gift. Please like this video below and subscribe. Thank you for watching.